Hello, and thank you for joining me in Annie Stories. In this video, I'll be reading a short tale called The Elves, the Housemaid, from the Brothers Grimm book. Let's see her relationship to the elves. So without further ado, let us begin. The Elves, the Housemaid. There was once a poor servant maid who was very cleanly and industrious. She swept down the house every day and put the sweepings on a great heap by the door. One morning, before she began her work, she found a letter, and as she could not read, she laid her broom in the corner and took the letter to her master and mistress to see what it was about, and it was an invitation from the elves, who wished the maid to come and stand godmother to one of their children. The maid did not know what to do, and as she was told that no one ought to refuse the elves anything, she made up her mind to go. So there came 3 little elves, who conducted her into the middle of a high mountain, where the little people lived. Here, everything was of a very small size, but more fine and elegant than can be told. The mother of the child lay in a bed made of ebony, studded with pearls. The counterpane was embroidered with gold. The cradle was of ivory, and the bathing tub of silver. So the maid stood godmother and was then for going home, but the elves begged her to stay at least 3 more days with them. And so she consented, and spent the time in mirth and jollity, and the elves seemed very fond of her. At last, when she was ready to go away, they filled her pockets full of gold and led her back again out of the mountain. When she got back to the house, she was going to begin working again, and took her broom in her hand. It was still standing in the corner where she had left it, and began to sweep. Then came some strangers and asked her who she was and what she was doing. And she found that instead of 3 days, she had been 7 years with the elves in the mountain, and that during that time her master and mistress had died. The end. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please consider subscribing to my small channel. Thank you for all your support, and see you again next time.